Something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy.
Loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Zani_Z. If you're a new supporter, thank you for coming back. If you're a returning supporter, thank you for coming back. So guys, I want to tell you guys a story time on my birth experience in a public hospital. Yeah, so it was just this other night. I think it was around 8. I started feeling some sharp pains, but not that sharp, you know. I just started feeling some pains. So guys, I'm looking at that thingy. I started getting some sharp pains, and I felt like for me, my pain tolerance is like very high. So to me, it was nothing. It was just like, you get so sharp. I feel like I want to go to the loo to poo. So I go to the loo, sharp, I come back, and just one like strike of a cramp just hit me. It's like, I'm like, and my grandma was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you making noise? And I'm like, I think I'm in labor. We laugh about it. You know, she's like, you almost killed ingane yabantu, isn't like, because I went to the toilet. It's like, yay, don't go to the toilet anymore. So I go to sleep. Right. So I sleep, and I think I woke up around 10:30 to 11. I started going to pee like more frequently, like every after 5 minutes I'll go pee. And then around 1 in the morning, I start feeling pain. I'm like period pains. I have the worst period pains ever. So I start feeling like I'm having period pains. And also because still my pain tolerance is high. I don't do anything about it. I keep quiet. I don't tell anyone. I just sit down. I go to bed and I try to sleep. Up until my grandma wakes up around 2 and she's like, why are you going to pee more frequently? Are you in labor? You know, because you might think it's normal, but it's not. Like, you can't be going to pee every after 5 minutes. And I was like, it wasn't even small pee, it was like pee, like as in like I was drinking water, because throughout my pregnancy I was like drinking water, so I was always thirsty even with this pregnancy. So sharp, that happens. She's like, tell me if you're in pain. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna tell you I am in pain, but I'm putting a strong face, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell you if I'm in pain. So yeah, she goes back to sleep, because we were sleeping in the same room, because she knew that I was somewhat gonna give birth in those weeks, coming weeks, and she was like, we need to sleep in the same room, because you know. So I had my own bed, she had her small bed on the side. So yeah, then I think around 5 I couldn't handle it anymore. So I call her, I wake her up. I'm like, Gran, I can't sleep anymore. Well, my grandma is like fairly new. Like, she's still in, she's not, why am I saying new? As in like, why am I saying new? Because it's a person. But my grandma is like not that old, you know. So yeah, I'm like, Gran, I can't sleep anymore. So we wake up, we go to the sitting room, and I start going on my knees. Now it's painful. Now this is where I start, you know, when you start pulling, when you start making fists, you like praying to God to like take the pain away. Now I could feel that I was in labor. So thing was, with me, I couldn't count with weeks. So at the back of my mind, I'm like, no man, am I giving birth to a premature baby? Because I'm supposed to be giving birth the following month. Sharp. Little did I know that according to the weeks, I had already started my ninth month, because I was 37 weeks. So I was in my ninth month, and I thought I was 8 months pregnant. I was still a child, guys. Like, I was still a baby. I was still going to school. I just finished matric, so I really didn't. And things with my pregnancy were not going so well, so I really didn't have the time to enjoy it. So I started feeling some pain, and it gets better, and I take a nap. I think I slept from like 6 to 7. I slept for 1 hour. And then after that, I wake up. A car has been called to come pick me up. But then the car delays. So I'm not feeling, I wake up, but I'm not feeling any pain. I eat, meaning imfino. So there was imfino and putu. I have that. I make some juice. I sit down and I just eat, you know. Around 10, 10:30, the car comes. We get into the car. I'm not in any pain anymore. I'm just good. So the car comes, and we go to the hospital. So we go to the OPD. In public hospitals, like, there's the OPD. We go to the OPD, and then they direct us to maternity. They just take us straight to maternity, because at that time I think the pain was starting to come back. I don't know if it was in my mind, because when you like fine, then you go to the hospital, and then you start feeling like you're sick, but maybe you're not sick. You get? So I start feeling some pain, and they're just like, go straight to maternity. There's nothing we can do for you here. If she's already in labor, then she just needs to be attended there. Sharp. I'm in my long maxi dress with no underwear on, because I'm just like, I know that someone told me that they shout at you if you like wearing underwear. They're like, why are you wearing underwear? Because you're here to give birth and stuff. So I'm just wearing my long maxi dress with nothing underneath, not even a bra. So sharp, we move. So we go straight to the OPD, to the maternity ward. And when we get there, Shane, they pay good attention to. There was this lady, she still works there. Oh my god, I love her. There was this lady, older lady, she was just paying so much attention to me. She took me in, she checked, she put, is it a ECG or I don't know, somewhere there, those thing is that they put around your stomach to check the baby's heartbeat, to monitor the baby's heartbeat. So she puts me on the bed, she puts those things around me. I think she like put them for 2 hours, and then she was like excuse me sorry. And then she puts those things around me for like 2 hours. I'm in pain. Now the pain intensifies, and I think it's not because of those things, but it's because you have to like sleep still. Like, if you're on your right, you need to sleep on your right and sleep still and not be moving around. So the pain intensifies when you like now have to focus on it, instead of like when you're walking, you won't feel much, because you're not paying attention on the pain. You just want to be walking so that you like progress is like much faster. So I'm in pain, and my grandma is busy like rubbing my back, and sharp. I get taken off. Oh, sorry, wait. Before that, the nurse comes back, and she breaks my water. She puts like, I think that thing is around 10 or 12 centimeters long. It's a plastic rod. She takes it, she puts it around me, and I felt a huge pop, and my water was like out, and she was like, no, the progress now should be a bit faster, because we've broken your water and stuff. Like, she was explaining everything to me very nicely, so she was very kind. She kind of made the experience very nice. So I sharp. And then I get taken off the bed to another room where I was supposed to be like walking around, just to make sure that the baby is positioned the right way and stuff. So I keep walking and walking, and with me, I was told that in public hospitals you need to listen to the nurse, like listen to the doctor, listen to the nurse, do what they say, be respectful, and then that's it. You want to give birth and you're going to be okay. So when they say walk, I said I'm going to walk. If I feel pain, it's fine. And I was drinking water like mad crazy because apparently when you're in labor, you want to drink water, you like get thirsty so much, but then you're not supposed to be drinking so much water, which is something I didn't know. So I kept on drinking so much water, and my grandma had to leave. So I think it was around 5, 6. She left, and I remember that day. It was on a Sunday, so there was no transport. So she had to leave early. She left, and I was all alone now. I had to deal with everything on by myself. Sharp. I started walking, and they like called me. They're like, okay, come, we need to check you now. So I came, laid on the bed, they checked me. I don't remember. When it comes to like centimeters, I don't remember. All I know is they checked me once, and they were like, can you just please walk just one more time? And I started walking again, and at that time there was a doctor in the room. I started walking up and down, and now they were changing shifts. Yo, I was so mad because I loved that lady. But in my head, I'm like, if this one is nice, then maybe they all nice. All nurses in this ward are nice. Little did I know that I was going to meet that rude young lady. So sharp. I come, I start walking. So they change shifts, and like the other nurses are explaining to these nurses that are coming in to say, okay, this one is how many centimeters. We've asked her to walk, blah 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 blah. Here's the file and stuff, and others who were there. And I remember there was this other lady who told me that she came 2 days before me, and she's like 2 centimeters dilated. She's not progressing, and I was sort of like scared that's gonna happen to me, but I was praying throughout my pregnancy, so I was just like, Lord, if there's a time where you need to prove yourself to me, it's this one. So sharp, they change shifts, and then I start getting the edge to push. And like I do tell them, because I just didn't want to push my baby on the floor. I'm like, I'm getting the edge to push, and I don't know what to do because you guys said I must keep walking. So they're like, no, don't push, just get on the bed so that we can check you again. This other sweet guy says that. Sharp, I get onto the bed, and this lady comes in. She checks me. She's like, oh, this is the baby's head. She like puts her fingers, and she's like, oh, this is the baby's head. And she's like, okay, you're gonna need to push. So I when you like you sleep, how people give birth, right? You know how you give birth. So I hold my legs and I pull them towards me so that I can get strength. When I push, I can just get strength. So I start pushing, and with me, like my pain tolerance is high. I never even shed a tear. So I start doing, when you start. So that's what I was doing, right? Because I didn't want to shout, because that would have wasted all the energy that I had. Sharp. I started doing that. And she's like, no, 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 no. Ungakali, don't cry, don't cry. And I can hear her, but I want to get my baby out. And I feel like that's the only reason why I couldn't respond, because I just wanted to get my baby out. And whatever she had said, we were going to discuss it after I give birth, right? So sharp. I continue doing what I do. I ignore her, and because I knew that was giving me strength instead of you know. So I just continued doing what I was doing, and yeah, sharp. And this other lady comes in whilst I'm still pushing. This other lady comes in and she's like, she's looking at my vagina. She's looking at my vajay. And she's like, I want to see if kuzophuma ingane ephilayo la. And mind you, they're saying all these things. I'm trying to push my baby out. I'm hoping my baby comes out fine. There's somebody that comes in, a whole entire nurse that comes in and say, I want to see if this baby's gonna come out alive. What do you mean? Don't you see that you're stressing me out? Because when you're giving birth, guys, you don't know if like your baby's okay and stuff. You just want to see your baby come out and giving like a big cry so that you can see that okay, sharp, everything is fine. I continue to push because I'm just like, I just want my baby out. I continue to push. I gave 3 pushes. My baby was out, and they're like, it's a girl. And I didn't get that like wow moment because the people in the room were making this whole entire experience, I don't know, just I kind of felt bad, and I was like a bit upset because like guys, when you're giving birth, the people in the room need to be excited for you, need to be happy for you. They need to make the experience very nice, because I was somebody that was listening. I was listening to the nurses, I was listening to everyone, and I was doing everything that I was told to do. So there's no reason for you to come and be rude towards me. What have I done? At the end of the day, you're getting paid. So why do you have to be rude? Why do you have to be speaking ill about my child? You get? So they're like, oh, it's a girl. And I didn't know what baby I was having. And I wasn't really happy at that time to be told that I'm having a girl. I don't know why. Also, I was like, if I was having a boy also, I don't think I'd be happy. So I didn't know what I wanted at that moment. So they like, she cries and she cries. So they clean me up, and she's busy cleaning me up and stitching me up. So when they stitch you, so they don't give you pain meds. So sharp. She's like busy. So they roll up a pad, they put it inside you, they clean up. That shit is painful. So I just toughen up because my pain, guys, like I'm telling you, my pain tolerance is very high. So they clean up, and then now she has to stitch me up. So I don't cry, but I just keep on like, when you close your eyes and you're like that's like what I was. So I don't know if it really like agitated her. She was like, why you crying? Why you crying? I'm like, I'm not crying. Now my baby was out, and I was like, I'm not crying, but I am feeling pain. So I'm supposed to react to the pain. I'm not a robot. She keeps quiet. She continues stitching me up. And I think what also helped was because the other guy came into the room. So she continued stitching me up, and she couldn't do any mess down there because this other guy was looking at her. So she stitches me up, and they give me another robe to wear because that one was dirty and bloody. Get another robe to wear. The guy stands me up, puts me on a wheelchair. Guys, the guy was very sweet. Puts me on the wheelchair, gives me my baby. So now they've rolled her up in those hospital shits, and now she's looking cute. She's looking adorable. She's like chubby. She's got a lot of hair. She's got like big cheeks. She gets, and now I could feel that I'm happy. Like I'm so happy. I'm so excited to take her home. So now they take me. I think is it antenatal, where like that ward where you guys sleep after you've given birth, where you like stay for like 6 hours then leave. So yeah, we had to stay because I gave birth around 8:30, if I'm not mistaken, because we got into the room at like 9 o'clock. I don't know when I gave birth. I think it was around 8. Yeah, I think it was around 8:15. So we get to that ward, and now my mind comes back. Where are my bags? So I stand up and I leave my baby. I'm supposed to leave my baby on the bed because they're like, what if you fall and you hurt the baby? So I leave my baby on the bed. I go and I take my bags, and I had amahew inside the bag. I take them. I drank them like crazy because I just wanted to regain strength. And then I checked for other things. I had fruits, and my baby kept on sucking on her thumb. And my mom's friend, who's a nurse there in the antenatal, if it's antenatal, comes to me and she's like, "Oh, she's adorable, but because she's sucking her thumb, it means she's hungry. So you have to feed her." So now I had to feed her. Oh my god. I think I was producing a lot of colostrum. She was sucking like damn crazy. Started breastfeeding. So yeah, she was eating. She was like latching fine. So we woke up in the morning, and I called home. They were like, "No, we're coming." So my grandma came with my clothes and the baby's clothes, and then we left the hospital and we got home. So I can say that I had a good experience, especially because like I just came into the hospital and I gave birth. Whereas there are others who come to the hospital and then they have to stay for a few days. So with me, it was a thing of I just came and gave birth. Following morning, I left with my baby. So yeah, if it wasn't for those two nurses, I think my experience would be a 10 out of 10. But instead, it's like a 7 out of 10 because they're just rude. Like, they just plain rude. So that is my experience. If you like the video, please do comment down below for other story times, and please do click the like button.